All right, so José Senent is the founder and CEO of Orbi Network, and he's going to jump up on stage. I don't know if you guys in the back, we kind of threw you for a loop there. Can you guys bring up that presentation? Is that possible? Can you find that one? Yeah, okay.
Where's the...
You want to use this, the clicker? You got the clicker in the back. Can you advance it for him? Great. So he can advance it for you. Just say next slide, and he'll do it for you.
Advance? Like
yeah.
This? Okay. All right. So can I start?
It sounds like somebody walked away with the clicker, so this could be interesting. What do you think, guys? Can he manually advance his... there we go. Perfect.
So, a question. What does the future of work look like? I'm José Senent. I'm the founder of Swiss-based freelancing platform Orbi Network. And I want to talk to you guys about the future of work and about how we're going after a $300 billion business that's growing. Usually when we hear the phrase the future of work, it oftentimes looks like we are waiting for something to happen to us. In other words, it usually is in a phrase like, what is the future of work going to look like? What is the future of work going to bring? It reminds me of somebody who's getting ready to get punched in the stomach, and all he can do is brace themselves, waiting to get the hit. Instead, why don't we ask ourselves, what is the future of work that we're going to build and shape and create? What is the future of work that we're going to design? And I think that we should move away from this passive stance around the future of work towards a more active stance around the future of work. So instead of asking what is the future of work going to look like, let's build together the future of work. So first, the state of work. Work used to be full-time jobs with benefits, safe, secure, stable. Now it's gig to gig, project to project, Uber ride to Uber ride. And it's a pretty big market. Online freelancing, is a global freelancing is a $3.5 trillion business. Online freelancing platforms alone made last year $6.5 billion, and they are going to make up to $24 billion in just 3 years. In some countries, like in the US, in 10 years, half of the population will be freelancing. The gig economy is everything we entitled digital nomads were waiting for. Flexibility, freedom, passion projects, it's perfect, except it kind of sucks. On the freelancer side, there is no ownership of the reputation, no data ownership, no way to protect your own work, and the fees are just ridiculous on the platforms, and it's usually a race to the bottom on those same platforms. On the corporation side, it's not good either. It is slow, the fees are also huge, and it's a very difficult, there are no tools to manage decentralized teams. So if the gig economy is not the answer, what is? Sorry. The answer is Orbi Network. Imagine a world where all these freelancers can have total security about when they're going to get paid, will be able to own their data and their reputation, will be able to migrate this reputation to other platforms. Imagine a world where corporations will have access to tools that will allow them to find, recruit, onboard, and manage the best talent in decentralized teams. So how does it work? Anyone can create and contribute to a mission that's open within the network. The work that you do is protected by the intellectual property protocol and earns you reputation points that are stored in your professional ID token. The more rep you have, the more say that you have within the organization. It's a direct meritocracy. For companies, it's really easy to create your own hub, add in your network of contributors or pull in people from the marketplace, push work out to them, the work gets done. Once it's approved, payments are handled, IP ownership is released, all managed under one roof. This is part of a global marketplace. We can connect talent and opportunities based on validated skills and proven experience. This is what it looks like. We are launching next week our alpha phase before the ICO, working on Ethereum, and we're going to have a fully functional beta platform in September, right when we launch our ICO. Under the hood, this is where the power comes in. It's the Orbi governance protocol. Now, this is the network of Ethereum smart contracts, which have rules for things like voting, safe distribution, reputation, performance management, licensing, and remuneration. We have actually an internal economy with 3 tokens. We have a normal ERC20 token, which is used as payment and escrow, but which will also automatically pay the gas for in the platform in order to allow everyone to use the platform, even if you are not a geek and even if you don't want to download MetaMask, for example. And we have developed 2 non-fungible tokens, one ERC721, which is the famous token used for CryptoKitties that we have customized in order to allow to use it for intellectual property. So the freelancer will be able to put his gig, his work, like a photograph, for example, or a text, into this token, and will be able to release it to the customer at the same time that the escrow money is released. And we have also developed the ERC725, which is used for identity, and in combination with the famous ERC735, which is the file where you put all your different informations, like in our case, the grades, because we plan to launch this token like an airdrop among the students, communities, and schools in order to allow them to put already their grades and first jobs, so they will keep this token forever with themselves. The go-to-market strategy, 10% of every transaction. And to put that into perspective, Upwork alone made last year 1 billion, and they plan to make 10 billion by 2021. And keep in mind that the freelancers on Upwork, they are not interacting amongst each other. On Orbi, they will. Why us? I founded a successful, profitable, and sustainable company 8 years ago, Gasmarkt. We grew up to 80 people. We have 4 developers working full-time on smart contracts. We are tokenizing our actual business, which owns several call centers, which are pivoting towards the micro-tasking, which is chatbot training and AI training. I am taking what I've learned from that and apply it to what I believe is a bigger market and a bigger opportunity at the right time. We are going to own this future of workspace. And we are announcing as well a very big partnership that we just made with WebHelp, which is the world leader in business process outsourcing. It's a $2 billion company with 50,000 employees with whom we're going to work to help them to decentralize the microtasking economy. At the end, you have to ask yourselves, do you believe that the future of work is changing? Do you believe that the future of work is a little bit more open, a little bit more collaborative, a little bit more decentralized? If you do, choose Orbi. Thank you.
All right, great presentation. We got our panel getting ready to come up next, but do we have a question? Maybe time for one question for our speaker? If you have a question, raise your hand. No? Yep, one quick question. All right, here we go. Tell us where you're from.
Hi, I'm Emin from Berlin. I just have one simple technical question when it comes to the tokens you have presented, which is when you store such things and keep them forever, like you said, for example, their university degrees and stuff like that, have you any solution in mind for private key loss and things like that?
Yes, absolutely. I forgot to talk about the governance, by the way, which is very interesting field, but maybe in another occasion. About the keys, I believe I loved an idea from Vitalik that he explained 2 weeks ago in Zug, where he suggests to delegate the keys in a social way, so you can ask your friends to confirm that you are who you claim you are. So we can talk later about that if you want.
All right, great. Well, thank you. All right, let's give him a round of applause.